I was just about to go to bed. I just started scrolling on some Twitter just to see, and then and some YouTube just to kind of watch something to go to bed. And then I see this unit, which is insane because to me, I didn't think there was going to be like a part three, or at least not that big of a part three. But this is the part three LR, and I mean it's a Gohan, so like I'm pogging, I'm pogging. But it's kind of weird with the celebration. But I read a little bit of his passive, so I'm just gonna kind of go over it. It's a reversible exchange with Super Saiyan Gohan, and then Goten and Trunks, which is really cool. That's super cool. That I love reversible exchange because we get a lot of different categories with reversible exchange, which it just makes these units super good and viable on a lot of teams. So kind of want to get into their kit and their leader skill. Uh, Give me 1 second.
With Super
There you
Saiyan
go.
Gohan team. Please take a look.
I'm not actually gonna play super tech. I was, but it's like 4 super attacks and the active skills. It's just so long. Uh, there's other. I just want to cover the unit just itself. So these are the categories that they're on, and they're on like so many weird. I don't want to say weird teams, but like special pose, like just fusion, join forces, demonic power, which he gets from the Gohan, defender of justice, siblings bond, Majin Buu saga, like just some teams that needed help. I don't Super Saiyans didn't need help, but hybrid Saiyan we needed a hybrid Saiyans leader, which I know I did peak. It is a hybrid Saiyans leader, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and it's Gohan. Oh my god. Hybrid Saiyans Youth Defender Justice Key 3 HP 200% attack and defense 170 plus additional HP attack and defense 152. Siblings bond, bond of parent and child, and bond of friendship. So I mean, literally just every Gohan, every Goten, every Trunks. It's just on this. Um, I think most hybrid Saiyans are just on this, right? Because they're either on siblings bond. Like every hybrid Saiyan is just on one of these teams. I'm pretty sure. I can't think of anything else. And if they're not on this, if hybrid Saiyans aren't on it, then definitely Defenders of Justice or Youth for sure. I think as far as like leader skill goes, I mean, we definitely needed Hybrid Saiyans. Youth is also pretty good, but I mean, a lot of the youth units, I mean, you see on Hybrid Saiyans, and Defender Justice is a little bit weird. Mostly Hybrid Saiyans, but being paired with these categories as well, it's like all the characters are gonna get their 220 to 250 HP buff, which is nice. That's very very good. I believe the next thing is a super attack effect. Yeah, so the 12 key raises attack for 4 turns, causes colossal damage to enemy, and raises chance performing a critical hit by 10% for 4 turns. So it doesn't stack on 12 key. Which is okay. Like, not every unit has a stack. But raising critical chance by 10% for 4 turns, which by the way, his 18 key is raise defense for 1 turn, mega colossal damage, and then raise chance of performing a crit by 58% for 1 turn. So pair in with this as a 12 key, and then this, you're talking next turn I mean, I forgot to see if he had additionals. I was just kind of skimming through some of the stuff. I saw crazy numbers on the Goten and Trunks side, and I kind of forgot. It kind of reset my brain. But if he has additionals, we're talking 58 and then 68 on the turn, and then 78 on the same turn, and then next turn you'll have 78, 88, 98. That's if he has like one additional in his kit, which is cool. It's just it's all right, All right, so here's his kit. So for just existing, he does launch an additional super, nice. Attack and defense 200%, nice. And then receives an additional key, +3 key per rainbow key sphere obtained. +3 key is very, very good for a rainbow key sphere. When receiving attack, 250% defense, very, very good. First turn, when he enters, damage reduction 40%, all allies, attack and defense 30%. So support just for 1 turn, and then damage reduction for the 40%. The they've been putting this on a lot of units, which is kind of funny. The Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA and then the Tech Senshin EZA. Kind of weird. When there was another Hybrid Saiyans or Bonded Parent and Child category ally on the team, Key 7, attack 250 when attacking. All allies, attack and defense 30%, and chance performing a crit 15%, self-excluded. Pretty good. I mean, giving crit support. Like I was in my head, I kind of downplayed crit support, but when you see the damage difference and when you do a crit and then when you don't do a crit, it's actually insane. Because these units, like these units are hitting 20, 30, 40 million attack stats, but these bosses are so tanky. If they don't crit, they do like 6, 7 million damage maybe, with one health bar being fucking 50 million HP. Not really a lot, but then you crit and it's like 20, 30, 40 million damage, and it actually does matter. So the crit support is very nice, as well as the stat support. With one or more Rainbow Key Sphere obtained, 200% defense, 38% damage reduction, launch another super attack. Okay, so we can get up to 4 super attacks, which means he can guarantee crit on the second turn that he supers if he collects a Rainbow Key Sphere, and then 200% when attacking. Very nice. And all you gotta do is collect one Rainbow Key Sphere. 12 or more Int Key Spheres obtained, or 5 Rainbow Key Spheres obtained. So very incredibly rare for this to happen. Defense 258%, and then damage reduction up 20%. But this, and also all allies attack and defense 58% for 2 turns, self-excluded. So support's very nice. But he gets it says one time right here, but this means that he keeps this 258% defense and 20% damage reduction if you get 12 or more Int Key Spheres or 5 Rainbow Key Spheres, which 5 Rainbow Key Spheres is fairly hard on some teams, right? Off the top of my head, I don't really know. I mean, I know you have the Super Saiyan 3 GOTENs as far as Rainbow Orb Changers. It's just hard. It's hard to try to think of every single unit off the top of my head to who Rainbow Orb changes on this guy's team, because he doesn't Rainbow Orb change, which is kind of silly. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of units who need orbs that don't Rainbow Orb change or that don't orb change at all. However, it's better that he has one like Rainbow Key Sphere restriction, and then this is just like, if you get it, you get it. Now, if he does get it, he's incredibly tanking, very, very good. Yes. But I don't know how often you'll see this. Like I said, I don't know the Rainbow Orb Changers off the top of my head, but this is, I mean, 258% defense is a lot, and then 20% damage reduction on top of this 38%. And I mean, he's gonna be pretty tanky. I'm gonna say that he's gonna be pretty tanky with this too. He already has 200% on the stat buffs. I mean, he's gonna be tanky with this up for sure. Without it, I think he could survive normals. Just based off like his stats and his passive, right? Supers might be a problem, but I think with this he could definitely survive supers for sure. When another 2 or more Hybrid Saiyan category allies are on the team, starting from the 3rd turn from the character's entry turn, or starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. Okay, so you have, if he enters, if you have 2 or more Hybrid Saiyans, this is the next turn. Then you can exchange, or it's the turn after that, essentially. So a guaranteed turn 5, which is nice. That's nice. And then
Next, let's move on to the in-game animations for Trunks and Goten, the character after reversible exchange.
Thank you. Oh, new battle motion too. So nice. Super tech, super tech, super tech, super tech. Okay. So their super tech, they raise attack and defense for 4 turns, cost colossal damage to enemy. Not bad. 4-turn attack and defense buff is pretty nice. Stacked on, if you get this and then switch back to Gohan, who seems fairly tanky, is very nice. Their 18 keys, they raise attack for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, raises superclass allies attack by 50% for 1 turn, and then great chance of raising superclass allies defense by 50% for 1 turn. I am not a fan of this This like it's good, but one, why not? I would honestly prefer if they just lowered the buff but make it guaranteed. So like 30% for one turn for both. That would be nice. But there's just not a way of knowing if this is procced. If there's a way of knowing this is procced, then it's fine. It's just that there's not, and it's hard to do that. But it's okay. It's not like the worst thing in the world. So their kit is can perform reversible change with Super Saiyan Gohan Teen, right? Key 5, defense 100%, no attack. No attack on the, for just existing. Medium chance to crit, great chance of launching additional super, and then receives an additional 2 key per type key sphere obtained. So not in the rainbow orb, not in the rainbow key sphere. Getting added to with this guy. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Medium chance of performing a crit is okay, and then great chance of launching additional super tech, which this was guaranteed additional great chance or just a launch additional like Gohan has, but it's whatever. No attack on that either. It's very strange unit so far. With a key sphere obtained, chance of evading enemies attack 77% one time. Kind of sucks it's one time, but I mean that means you could just kind of stay as Gohan, and then if you really need to put him in like slot 1, then you can switch, do this. Very nice. You could, something you could do. 2 more key spheres, 2 more type key spheres obtained. I'm sorry. Attack 100% when attacking, and then defense 100% when receiving an attack. With 4 more type key spheres obtained, launch additional super attack and guard. That's pretty good. Getting type key spheres kind of sucks, but this is what I was reading. Per youth category ally on the team, 200% attack, and then chance of evading enemies attack by 10%. So just to give you a little bit of the math here, we'll go with the dodge first. So on a full youth team, right, which they lead, and there are good youth units that you can run, you can get up to 70% chance of dodge. Paired with this, it's guaranteed dodge. Collect the key sphere, get guaranteed dodge. So for one turn, which is that's why this is one turn, because of this. So with Gohan, you could just switch into them, whatever, get guaranteed dodge on one turn, and it's awesome. 200% attack per youth category L on the team. Okay, so think about it like this: you run this guy as a lead, boom, and then the leader, the friend lead is giving another 200%, which means you're at 400%, and then you add 5 other units on the team, which is an extra 1000%. So for a whole full youth team, which like I said is possible, and we just got the physical pan and STR Trunks EZA, which are both youth units that are both good on hybrid Saiyans. I'm pretty sure the for sure the pan is youth, but I'm pretty sure the Trunks is also youth. Correct me if I'm wrong, but definitely the pan. Anyways, 1400% attack. That's insane. And then per hybrid Saiyan category L on the team, which is up to 500%. So boom, friend lead, you're already at 200. And then all you need is 3 other hybrid Saiyans to fit this. And then you could also, hybrid Saiyans and youth are pretty much the same fucking team, almost. The only hybrid Saiyans you're going to be, or the only hybrid Saiyans that aren't really youth are like some of the Ultimate Gohans or like the adult Gohan units, like Beast Gohan, Tech Ultimate Gohan. Right? Which Tech Ultimate Gohan isn't really that good anymore, but he's gonna be tanky. So the only issue, right, is his dodge. He doesn't have like any damage reduction, right? No damage reduction. Yeah, no damage reduction or anything like that in this part of the kit. So this is like mostly a dodge unit, but having all this defense means you will survive normals. Like 500% defense when receiving attack, and then defense on kit is still very, very good. And then chance of evading enemies attack 15% temporarily. All allies 3 key. Attacking defense 30% within the turn. And then youth category allies chance of evading enemies attack up to 5% for 2 turns when receiving a super attack. So okay. So you have a full youth team. You receive a super attack. You have an 85% chance to dodge. and then for 2 turns you give other youth category allies 5% dodge. Which if you're running, I mean like the physical Goten and Trunks, I mean they have dodge in their kit. That you just add 5% to that. Like 5% seems like a low number, but I mean it could be the 5% you need to live. I mean it's a little wild. Plus this adds on to like other kits that have dodge already. So like if someone has a 50% chance to dodge, now they have a 55% chance to dodge. 70 goes to 75, right? So it helps just a little bit, and then of course the buff is within the turn still, but it's still nice. They both also have active skills. The Gohan side does a Kamehameha, like a family Kamehameha almost, and then the Goten and Trunks they transform into Gotenks and do the Galactic Donut. So the Gohan side, the active skill is massively raise attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to enemies within a turn activated. Oh, sorry, and within a turn activated, all attacks become crits. Change all key spheres to int and rainbow key spheres. Okay. So, okay, well, let's see what the condition is. Can be activated when there are 2 or more hybrid Saiyan category allies on the team starting from the 3rd turn from the character's entry turn, or starting from the 5th turn of battle. Okay, so turn 5, you can it's basically just like same thing going into Goten and Trunks. You can either go into Goten and Trunks and probably do their active skill, or turn 5 go just do this. I don't know what I don't know what the Goten and Trunks active skill is, but I think this one is way more important, just so you can get where is it at? Just so you can get this part of his passive, because once you get this, he's so good. Like you just I look, I know the unit isn't even out yet. We haven't even seen any like private server gameplay, but I can just tell you based off numbers that with this up, he's very good. He's going to be good. I just know numbers. I promise. So the Goten and Trunks side has to be like insane, otherwise this you're doing this every single time just to get the Gohan proc on his passive, which is massively raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage, use category allies attack defense 20% in battle. See, like, I feel like this is the best unit on the team already. So you want to kind of just prioritize. You want to prioritize them being as good as they are. So you want to do the Gohan active, just to make the Gohan good. And like I'll say this now, I think dodge is great. Dodge is awesome, but I do prefer when my units can just live the attacks. If you give me a unit and it's like, do you want 90% damage reduction or 90% dodge? I'm going to take 90% damage reduction every single day of the week, because more than likely, like 90% damage reduction is just enough. It's just with a little bit of defense, it's just enough most of the time. Because I mean that I have failed that 10% before. It's like I hate taking chances. Like my fucking balls shrivel up every time I use a fucking dodge unit, right? I mean I was trying to beat Festival today, and there was a couple times where like I just didn't dodge, and I was like on Tech UI and Beast Gohan, and I kind of just died. And I was like, oh man, there's just my whole fucking day playing Dokkan is just done. Like I'm done. I lost like 3 Festival runs today, and I just wasn't having it. I'd rather my units just live the attacks, right? But I will say this: I don't know how good youth is off the top of my head. I know you have like the physical pain, you have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, you have the both Super Saiyan 2 Gohans, which are both pretty good. I genuinely think you could run physical Super Saiyan Goten and Trunks on this team. So that's this unit, Gotenks, Gohan, Goten and Trunks. It's 5. if that STR GT hero Trunks is on youth, then you can run them as well. And I feel like I'm missing another youth unit. Anyways, what I'm trying to get at is like the best units to run on youth. Is it worth buffing them? I mean, if honestly, if you pair this with like the physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan active skill, and I mean that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan will hit fucking hard, right? I guess if you're trying to finish off an event like that, that'd be pretty viable. But if you're in a like a longer drawn out fight, you probably want to hit this. Just to have this unit be tankier. Or well, I don't know. I get it works both ways in like a long event. Maybe short form content's kind of would just be better just hit this. That way you can get your tankiness up. Because in short form content, you're either already in the shit, or you're at the point when you have this up to be in the shit, so you want to activate this, as opposed to this, which this would be better for long term content. So sorry, got my brain mixed up for a second. It seems that the AGL Trunks and Goten are also getting super easy A's. Is there anything else? I kind of, like I said, I skimmed through this. I know they have something with the Pan event. That was the video. Pan event. Stage clear reward, you get more dragon ores. That's nice. They have a new stage for perfect cooperation team battle. And then they have Supreme Magnificent Battle finally getting a new stage. I was really hoping that we were going to come back to this and fight super class enemies. Just to have more bosses, right? More bosses means more units are better, because some units are just better against certain bosses. Yada 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 yada. You get it. Anyways, I just want to cover the unit and a little bit of this. Sorry for not showing the super attack effects. I mean, look them up. This video's on Twitter. I mean, I know fucking Truth and a bunch of other Dokkan YouTubers are posting them. Just watch them. To be honest with you. Thank you.